All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. We're about ready to go live here with our pregame festivities here at John Randall Field, so bear with me here as we get things started. I'll be doing the pregame ceremony stuff here, and I'll be doing that over the PA live here at John Randall Field as well. And our PA announcer, Chris DeVries, are we ready? Ready to go, okay. Welcome to all baseball fans to beautiful John Randall Field here, located at Jehinkaba Park here in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Happy Independence Day to all of you. And welcome to the 19th annual Wahpeton Breckenridge Legion baseball game here on the 4th of July. We'd also like to welcome the visitors on the scoreboard, Breckenridge Legion post number 53. And we'd also like to welcome our home team on the scoreboard, your Wahpeton Legion post number 20. As we all know, 2020 was a trying year for all of us. Some probably more than others, but we are glad everyone is back here at John Randall Field in 2021, and hopefully you and your loved ones are all healthy and enjoying your summer so far. 2020 was a strange year for all of us with social distancing, events that were postponed, and some even were canceled in 2020. And it was an exciting year here for John Randall Field itself. 1 year ago today, we didn't have a grandstand to sit in. We couldn't have the concession stand open. We didn't have ADA ramps available for access. The backstop net was barely up. We used a portable PA system, and we did not have yet a press box. And we asked everyone to social distance 1 year ago today. Well, it's a little different 1 year later for everyone, including the renovated grandstand with a canopy, the 30-foot net from dugout to dugout, and speaking of the dugouts, 2 new dugouts, and safety netting installed in front of the respective dugouts for player safety. And our concession stand is open and ready for business tonight. The Wahpeton Baseball Association is hoping to make more improvements in the next few months, and we're working on a few plans for a new concession stand, and we're in need of a new outfield wall. And, of course, we'd love to have new lights here for John Randall Field. It all takes money and volunteers, and without money, without volunteers that we've had over the past year, a lot of this couldn't be done. And we'd like to recognize some of those special people this evening in our pregame ceremony. As I call your names, please come out and stand around the backside of the pitcher's mound from the first base side toward the pitcher's mound. The city of Wahpeton stepped forward with a major donation last summer to make a lot of this happen. The Wahpeton Baseball Association received $400,000 from the Hotel Restaurant Tax Fund and for safety improvements to our field. Representing the city of Wahpeton is Community Development Director Chris DeVries. The Wahpeton Convention and Visitors Bureau has been supportive of the Wahpeton Baseball Association, helping with tournaments over the years. Also, just recently designated some funding toward a new concession stand. Representing the Wahpeton Convention and Visitors Bureau is the committee chairman, Paul Schurseth. What? They can't hear it out there. Turn it up a little bit. All right. Can you hear me now? All right. Turn it up a little bit there. Once again, Paul Schurseth from the CVB and from the City of Wahpeton, Community Development Director Chris DeVries. Now, due to some difficulties surrounding work schedules and other COVID-related issues, a contractor working in a local Wahpeton factory had time and resources to step up and take over a major part of the grandstand work. ICS Incorporated of Grand Forks had people working in town already and got started on our project and handled things very well. ICS Incorporated also provided a large discount and handled things very well. ICS provided project fees and a discount to help us offset our budgets. Representing ICS Incorporated from Grand Forks, Superintendent and Wahpeton resident and father of post-20s Jordan Miller is Derek Miller. I'd like to now introduce some very important volunteers that donated their time and resources over the past 15 months to make this dream a reality, and we're still working on it. Providing demolition work and disposing of the dugouts, the old chain link fence, and many other items was Ellert Excavating. This part of the project is donated in memory of Leroy Ellert, and a plaque will be dedicated to Leroy Ellert when the entire project nears completion in the next few months. Representing Ellert Excavating and in the memory of Leroy Ellert is the father of Post 20 player Nick the Rocket Launcher Zock, is Jason Ellert. Unable to join us tonight, there was a major volunteer with his time, resources, and talents. We'd also like to recognize Greg Mead, who supervised the backstop wall installation and the netting installation along with the poles. Thank you, Greg Mead. Also unable to be here were some of the former Wahpeton Baseball Association members that started out on this project and have since moved on. Those people include Mark Beyer and Troy Wixo. Current board members, Matt Bone, Jeff Bugstead, Jason Hayek gave of their time as well here. And thank you to Mark, Troy, Matt, and Jason, and all of the Wahpeton Baseball Association members. Also unable to attend tonight, and he was a huge help on the building of the framework of this press box, was Jeff Berg, a local Wahpeton resident. We spent many weekend hours down here. Without Jeff Berg's assistance and expertise and volunteer hours, the press box would still be just a dream. Mark Dernis of Dernis Construction spent time with us also putting the roof on. So thank you, Mark and Dernis Construction. I don't know if Mark's here. I think he's on vacation. Thank you. Local volunteers, a few players, parents, and even a grandparent has spent their time down here recently, and I believe these great volunteers are here this evening. Post 20 players, Jackson Fleeflet and Josiah Brewer, helped install the roof of the press box. Matt Doctor, Wayne Grippentrog, they also helped with the press box interior. Others included are Tyler Grippentrog, Derek Miller also volunteered time, and Chad Affield helped me out several times on this various projects here at John Randall. And another special guest that has recently volunteered some hours getting the field prepared this summer has been the grandfather of Post 20 player Caden Hockert. Thanks to Doug Hockert for your time over the past few weeks to help prepare John Randall Field. And I personally want to thank my family members as well, as they provided assistance and support over the last 15 months. All right. I know this has been lengthy baseball fans, but it's important to Wahpeton Baseball Association to make sure we recognize the importance of our business partners and our great volunteers to make this all happen. Let's all honor them all once again with a nice round of applause. Thank you. And now it's time for a special introduction, folks. Celebrating their 25th anniversary here tonight, the 1996 Post 20 baseball team is such a special group of young men. This is from head coach Wayne Grippentrog. They all knew their roles. If you had seen one of them, you probably saw all 14. From mini golfing, meeting at McDonald's, but mostly here at John Randall Field. They spent many hours besides practice and games. Almost every night, they would be at John Randall Field past midnight. Their overall record that year in 1996 was 36-13. The 1996 Post 20 Class A Legion baseball team had a team batting average of an enormous .373. They had 541 hits, 103 doubles, 11 triples, 63, yes, I said 63 team home runs, and only gave up 22. 416 runs versus 271 in the opponents, a 940 fielding average. They averaged 10.65 runs per game. Unbelievable. A comment from some of the folks that covered the team back in 1996 from Craig Olmstead of the Grand Forks Royals, one of the best teams I've ever seen in my 30 years of watching high school sports, any sport. And also from Scott Nolf at that time was Wahpeton Daily News, the best hitting Legion team that I've ever seen. I'm going to introduce them one at a time here, folks, and we'll give them a round of applause here as they come to the plate. Well, can't find it. Where is it? I pulled it out. Oh, here it is. All right, now at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to have the distinct pleasure of introducing your North Dakota Class A state champions on their 25th anniversary reunion. I'll introduce them individually and within a few minutes. But first, again, they had a team batting average of .373 and 63 home runs. We'll start out first, and we're doing it alphabetically. Number 11, Matt Doctor. Number 10, Jared Caveney. Number 3, Joe Caveney. Number 2, Caleb Kerwald. Number 1, Josh Kerwald. Number 7, Tony Cresson. Not able to attend, number 18, Richard Larson. Not able to attend, number 16, Travis McPherson. And not able to attend, Jeremy Peschel, number 13. Now, number 8, Mike Peschel. Number 20, Kevin Poss, not able to attend. Not able to attend, Jason Prochnow, number 9. Number 6, Brian Schmidt. Number 7, Matt Steen. And number 12, Corey Weichel. The Bat Boy, not able to attend, Justin Prochnow. They called him Fuzz. Assistant coach, Chris Fensky. And your head coach from the 1996 championship team, Wayne Grippentrog. Let's give the 1996 team another round of applause before we get to our ceremonial first pitches. Our first pitch will be thrown out by Wayne Grippentrog. And his catcher, Tony Cresson, will be receiving the throw. And I know when I was over attending their little get-together here a little while ago, they want him to throw down to second or third, so we're going to test out Tony's arm. So Wayne Grippentrog will throw out the first pitch. You go ahead, Wayne, whenever you're ready. He's going to go to 60 feet, 6 inches. Nope, 48. Oh. He's going down to third there. That wasn't strike 3. All right, also throwing out the first pitch here, a ceremonial first pitch, is representing the 1996 state champions with a pitching record of 12-4. He had 2 saves and an ERA of .373. Former Red Hawk pitcher Mike Peschel. Now they want you to go around the horn, Tony. There you go. All right, then we have one more special ceremonial first pitch, and we'll have the starting team's introductions here right after that. Guys, if you would stay out there for the introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to have our military ceremonial first pitch representing the Wahpeton area, born January 16th, 1948. He graduated from Courtenay, North Dakota High School in 1967. He joined the U.S. Navy in 1968. He served in the South China Sea on an ammunition ship and an oiler ship. Served in Vietnam in the Brown Water Navy on a small river craft where they patrolled the canals built by the French. Honorably discharged in 1971. Married Marilyn Myrie in 1971. They have 2 children, Kristen Engstrom of West Fargo and Steve Hockert of Wahpeton. And they have 3 grandsons playing baseball, Caden, Carter, and Blake Engstrom. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you with our ceremonial first pitch, Mr. Doug Hockert. And receiving his first pitch will be his grandson, Caden. And there it is, a strike. All right, Doug, if you could stay out there on the field with the guys out there, I'd appreciate that for our national anthem. I'm going to turn it over to your PA announcer for the rest of the night, Chris DeVries. All right, folks, there we go. We had our national anthem, or our presentations, and PA announcer Chris DeVries will take over from here for the rest of our.
Starting with the visitors on the scoreboard, Breckenridge, post 53.
All right, we'll go through. Welcome again, everybody, to the Wahpeton Daily News, our pregame show, brought to you by the Wahpeton Daily News, bringing you news and sports stories to the area. Put on a headset there, Chad, and talk to me a little bit. And got the starting lineups coming out here. Again, your starting lineups brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. We'll go through the starting lineups here just as quick. Post 53, Cam Needle, and he will bat first in center field. Emmett Vig will be at shortstop. Braden Wall will be out in right field. Cooper Yagi will be the starting pitcher for post 53. Cam Needle will be the designated hitter. Jared Arnold at catcher. Connor Twidwell will be the first baseman. Colin Roberts will be at second base, and Jace Werner will be in left field. Third baseman is going to be Jace Heggie. So there's your starting lineups brought to you by the Thrivent and Will Ulick. Sorry there, folks. I had a lot of stuff going on there. Chad, you on there with me, buddy?
I am.
All right. Welcome, Chad.
Thank you, Joe. Good to be here.
Yeah. Thanks, man. We'll get things going here. And, again, our Wahpeton Daily News was brought to you the pregame show, and we're going through the Thrivent starting lineups now. And the starting lineups for Wahpeton post 20. Caden Kappas will bat first at shortstop. Gavin Schroeder will be second in right field. Isaac Loosemore will be in left field. Jackson Fleeflet at catcher. Ethan Bannock will be the first baseman. Caden Hawker will be the second baseman. And Hunter Wamry will be the pitcher. Riley Timian will be the third baseman, and Tori Ulick will be in center field. So once again, your starting lineup, Chad, Kappas, Schroeder, Loosemore, Fleeflet, Mannock, Hockert, Wamry, Timian, and Ulick. Nothing different that we haven't seen for Wahpeton so far.
Nope, same old, same old.
Okay, and for Breckenridge, again, once again, it's Cam Needle, Vig, Wall, Yagi, Needle, Almold, Twidwell, Roberts, and Werner with Jace Heggie at third base.
Basic lineup for them, too.
Yep. And a team batting average for .339 for Breckenridge, Chad. So pretty good average.
That's pretty good hitting.
And for post 20, the .348 for their team.
Pretty even then, hopefully.
Nice gesture there by the guys going out to fist bump the team.
In left field, number 1, Isaac.
They told me they were going to do it before I said that I'd like to see that happen. So it was before I even had a chance to say, hey, you know what, go out and shake hands with those guys.
Special.
So we have a very special national anthem coming up here shortly, folks. You're going to be thrilled. It's going to be very cool.
I heard her warming up.
Yep, and we heard her warming up the other day, and she did a great job.
And in center field, number 20, Tori Ulick.
All right, so let's see. See if I can get the window open here, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, players and coaches, please rise and remove your headgear.
And we'll put the crowd mic out here so you can hear Olivia Dodge sing our national anthem.
Independence Day 2021. Let us never forget those who made the ultimate sacrifice and gave their lives so we may live free. We are grateful to the American military here and across the world, past and present, for their brave commitment to protect our families and our country. God bless America. God bless our military. Let's honor America as Wahpeton High School senior Olivia Dodge sings our national anthem.
So proudly we
Wow. What can you say? Livy Dodge doing a great job. And later on tonight, Chad, we are going to have her sister, Ellie Dodge, play the saxophone before the fireworks display. So,
Wow, perfect.
again, the Dodge sisters doing a great job here.
Yes, that was
and
really good.
wow, it's something else. It is chilling. I had goosebumps there during that thing. And again, congratulations to Liv. Let me get my camera reset here, buddy, and then I'll shut the window so we can keep the air conditioning in here. How's that sound?
Perfect. Although in the shade, it's not too
Nope,
bad.
too far. So we should be right about there. And I'll close the window, Chad, and we should be good to go. All right.
Perfect.
Welcome again, everybody, to the post. I'm trying to do too many things here. I had to do the PA for a few things there.
Up here, yeah.
Multitasking, I guess, and I think I got my book set. I think I got everything done and introduced. I've turned it over to Chris DeVries. He's going to be very capable tonight to do that. Again, a big fireworks show tonight. All right, Chad, let's get to the game at hand here. Again, we've covered everybody here, and the OSPTI injury report. I think in a game like this tonight, Chad, everybody's all excited here and good to go.
Yep.
Even if you got a little injury.
Even if you got a little injury, you just got it out and do what you can.
So there you go. There's your OSPTI injury report for all your sports-related injuries. Contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Fergus Falls, Hankinson, and, of course, in Breckenridge. OSPTI. Man, I'm already getting a bunch of text messages here, Chad, and
Yep, me too.
you are too. All right, so let's see here. Brian says he can't. My buddy Brian Watson, I'm unable to be here tonight, so he's telling me we can't quite see third base, so I'll turn it a little bit and zoom out and see how that looks. Okay, I think we'll leave it at that and see how that goes. So again, folks, welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. I'm joined by the ever-popular Chad Affield. Chad, in a couple innings, I think Wayne Grippentrog is going to come up here and sit with me, and we're going to talk baseball for a little while. So Chad's going to be up here for a couple innings helping me out and keeping me on track. We're not too far beyond our start time here, buddy. I got 8:09.
Yeah, a few minutes late, but that's
And
all right.
I think we're just about there.
That was all right, though. The ceremonies, we need to take time for that, too.
So we did need to do that. We do have two umpires here.
Yeah, different.
We had a little bit of an issue with one of the umpires having a little heat issue in the B Legion game. By the way, Wahpeton won that one 5-4. That was a good game.
Yep, scored in the bottom of sixth and held in the top of seventh.
Yeah, so it
was a really good game.
It was a very good game there for both teams, and we lost one umpire. I think it was about the third or fourth inning.
Yes.
I don't know if it was heat exhaustion or whatever, but
yeah.
he went in and sat down in the dugout for a while, and then they finally finished up the game with one umpire. But anyway, we're good to go here, and we are about ready to begin. Our first pitch brought to you by Richland IFC, innovative food crops from the rich lands of the Midwest. Richland IFC, first pitch time was right at 8:10. So we're only 10 minutes late, Chad. That's not too bad.
No, that's like I said, we got to wait till dark anyway for the fireworks, so it all works out.
So it's all good. Oh, look, swung on and fouled back there, Chad, and that one's out of play. Kind of woke up everybody on this side. The Dodge family sitting over here on the side over here. It was just past them.
No, it's a good crowd.
Again, very nice crowd here early on in the game, and a lot of folks here to honor the 96 team. And Larry's listening down there. Down in Georgia, down in the Atlanta area. So, Larry, thanks for tuning in and watching the annual 4th of July game here as Hunter Wamry on the mound for Wahpeton. We don't have a scoreboard operator yet. So Hunter Wamry on the mound, set to deliver to Jackson Fleetfoot. Delivers high and away. It's a ball. So it's
full count, I believe.
It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. I forgot to, we'll go to this pitch here first. The payoff pitch here to Cam Neto. Swing and a miss, and Fleetfoot catches that one and goes down to third base with the strikeout of Cam Neto. And Cam Neto's a pretty good ball hitter there. Chad. He's a 372 hitter. We've seen him hit some good rockets over in Breckenridge.
Yeah, he's pretty good contact hitter and stuff like that. So surprising that he didn't make contact with that, but.
So that's going to bring up Emmett Vig. He's on the season so far, batting .396 for post 53. A swing and a miss. That one looked up a little bit high, but Carly and Karen Kappas are watching, cheering on Caden and both teams. So thanks, Carly and Karen, for tuning in. I got a whole bunch of other ones here I got to get to, too. So as you can hear, my phone's pinging away. I appreciate you guys doing that. That's very cool on a 4th of July evening here. Wamry delivers. Goes up high and off the tip of the glove there and goes back to the backstop. It's 1-1, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's 2-0, Joe. I think the first pitch was high, too. I believe it's 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
There we go. Again, a lot of things going on here, Chad. I'm trying to keep an eye on things, and sorry about that.
Nope.
And Wamry delivers a strike right down the middle.
He's pretty around our plate most of the time, so.
So now it's 2-2 to Emmett Vig, the shortstop.
We got the scoreboard going now, Joe.
Yeah, we got the scoreboard operator. I think Steph Hoffman came up here and got on. 2-2 pitch just outside. It's a good pitch there.
Close.
Trying to get Emmett Vig to chase. Emmett, a super senior for Breckenridge. Is that my phone pinging or yours?
I don't know.
You got something there you want to mention?
Maddie Nelson-Gira is
How about that?
up there.
Ooh, and that's just low. Wamry wanted that one.
Kelly McNary's listening from Coon Rapids, Minnesota, too.
Kelly's down in Coon Rapids tonight.
Yep. Down at Daughter's house.
Umpires tonight were Ben Haugen and Dan.
No, that's Tyler Grippentrog, I believe.
Oh, Tyler came in for him, didn't he?
So, yes.
Oh, okay. That's right. Kemp did not come in.
No.
So Ben Haugen and Tyler Grippentrog out on the bases. Dan Kemp unable to come back. Oh, and a pickoff move, and they got him over at first base.
Good move.
So Wamry picks off Vig, leaning the wrong way.
Yeah, good throw to Mannock. Mannock dropped the tag.
So now 2 quick outs here for Wahpeton in the top of the first, retiring Vig on the pickoff play.
He's got sometimes a pretty good move over to first base.
Yeah.
So
Quick feet for a big guy.
Yeah.
Next up is going to be Braden Wall, right fielder for Breckenridge. Called strike.
Yeah. Outside corner.
Maddie says that the family is listening in their cool air conditioning. Well, guess what, Chad? What are we sitting in? There's a strike.
Air conditioning too, Joe.
We're sitting in air conditioning up here in our press box now, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
So, Maddie, you're missing out, buddy. Setting up on the outside corner now is Fleetfoot. We'll see what comes up high with that one. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now, and 2 outs here in the top of the first. My goodness, I might have to turn my phone down, huh? There's a swing and a miss and a strike 3, and it's a 1-2-3 mow him down inning there for Hunter Wamry. So it's 3 up, 3 down, and we're going to go to the bottom of the first right here on Three Borders Sports Network on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We're tied at 0 going to the bottom of the first. The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
All right, we're coming back for the bottom of the first. Joe Schreiner, Chad Affield up here for a couple innings with me. Chad, top of the first went very well there for Wahpeton and Hunter Walmry to get 3 up and 3 down. He did have the pickoff move there.
Pickoff move to first base. Yeah, that was a quick move.
It's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Caden Kappas. Caden batting .373 on the season so far. Takes strike 1 from Cooper Yagi. Lights are not on here yet at John Randall.
No,
I assume they'll be coming on fairly soon as shadows now cover the infield. Cooper Yagi delivers strike 2 at the knees.
He's pretty much around the plate most of the time. So
Yeah, Cooper's good control.
Yeah, he's...
So the 0-2 pitch now to Caden Kappas. Just outside off the plate, ball 1. Caden's got a pretty good eye at the plate. You got the stats there for... And that one's a curveball, and Kappas fights it off. I think he's going to beat it out in the deep. Yes, it was.
Twidwell came off the base to save that throw, save a base.
So, yep, Twidwell had to come off the bag, like Chad said there, to save the errant throw. Again, deep in the hole there for Breckenridge was Emmett Vig. Made the nice play deep in the hole, Chad. Just couldn't quite get the speedy Kappas.
Nope, deep in the hole, and it was a long throw. And Kappas has some speed going down the line. So
that's going to bring up Gavin Schroeder, second in line on the batting order, and that'll be a .309 average. The right fielder with a runner at first base takes high for a ball. And Val and Diane tuning in there. They're listening too as well. Enjoying the live coverage. So a pickoff move there. Let's see, what did it say?
If you want to do the whole game, Kelly will keep listening the whole game.
All right, Brian Watson, my partner down in Minneapolis there, spending the weekend with the family down there, and down in the Minneapolis area. Brian Watson also tuning in. So Brian's not here, so Chad's going to fill in, and then we got
Coach
Wayne Grippentrog will be coming up. I think he's going to bring one of his players with him. Pickoff move again. It's 1-1. So we got a full night here, folks, and we appreciate everybody tuning in. So Val and Diane are watching and enjoying the live broadcast. Kim Mann is also tuned in. Kim, thank you. It's fouled back into the net by Gavin Schroeder. And the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Kim Mann tuned in, and she's grandma to Jackson Fleeflet. Greg McNary, there you go. There's a name.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Head coach at Watford City. Yes, he came out of retirement. Tuned in to watch.
Ooh, right off the corner.
He also says that Wahpeton was probably the best Class A team that he'd ever seen in 1996. Tony Crescent really made that team, in his opinion. Swung on and fouled. Is it out of play, or is it going to be in play?
Whoa,
nice catch running over the shoulder catch there.
Nice play.
Great play over at first base by Twidwell. Running backwards toward the fence.
Over the shoulder, yeah. It was 5-6 feet to spare before he hit the fence. But that was a nice move.
What a nice play there. I'm sorry it was out of our camera angle there, folks. But, again, a nice catch there over the fence, over the shoulder by Connor Twidwell. It's going to bring up another super senior here for Wahpeton, Isaac Loosemore. One of 2 on the team. Hunter Walmry the other. Swung on and missed. And again, Isaac Lucy always likes to swing in that first pitch, Chad.
No matter where it is, he'll be swinging unless it's over his head. But he likes that first pitch.
Yep. Kappas gets his lead. Breaking pitch. Caught the corner. It's strike 2. Nice crowd already here, Chad.
Yes,
a lot of folks down the first baseline. A lot of folks
filling in.
We have a nice crowd for the fireworks. They're setting that up out there. The 0-2 pitch. Timeout's called there by Loosemore. In the permanent seating here underneath the canopy here on John Randall is at least 3/4 full, and then there's people sitting up around the rest of the area as well.
It's kind of a dual-purpose area. You can sit in chairs, or you can bring your own chair from home.
And Loosemore swings and misses at the strike pitch there from Cooper Yegi, and there's 2 outs.
We'll see now. 2 outs. Maybe we'll see Kappas move at first base over there to see if he can get down to second, scoring position.
Your cleanup hitter, Jackson Fleeflet, coming to the plate. Jackson on the season batting at .397.
Wow.
It's almost 4 out of 10 times he's hitting the ball somewhere safely.
Most of the team is hitting that, I believe, Joe.
Yeah, the team is at .348. There goes Kappas. Chad, you called it. Kappas down and safely into second. And he turns around, calls timeout. So stolen base there puts Kappas in scoring position.
2 outs. Fleetfoot a good hitter at the plate?
So Fleetfoot at the plate here now, looking to drive in Caden Kappas after the stolen base. He jams Fleetfoot. Cooper Yagi comes in and makes the catch just down the first baseline about 10 feet to retire Wahpeton and Jackson Fleetfoot. So that's going to be the end of the first inning here. We're going to go to the top of the second, Chad, and we are tied at 0. We'll be right back after these messages right here on Three Borders Sports Network. Richland IFC works closely with their producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. Richland IFC is dedicated to working with their growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its producers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports all local sports teams.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
All right, we're going to go to the top of the second here, Chad. We're tied at 0. Both pitchers coming out kind of doing what we thought they'd probably do. And, again, a good baseball game here, I think, is to be had tonight. Again, going to the top of the second here for Breckenridge. Leading off for Breckenridge will be their number 4 hitter, Cooper Yagi, back at the plate.
Batting 400, so...
Cooper with a nice batting average for post 53. And a couple of these guys having good batting averages here for both respective teams. You know, we've got some of them hovering around that 400 mark. Cooper right at it, and there's a swing and a miss.
Lights are on now, too, Joe.
There you go. You got the lights on, Chad. You run down there and
just snap my fingers.
Did you run down there and do that during the commercial?
No. It's too far.
Wamry delivers, and that one's fouled back out of play over by First Street. And it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Cooper Yagi. So, yeah, Dan Kemp was one of the umpires.
Brian Kemp.
Brian Kemp. I said Dan.
I'm sorry, Joe.
I am sorry.
Brian Kemp.
One of the umpires in the Junior Legion game is Yagi takes high for a ball. It's 2-2. Suffered some heat issues. And
it was warm in the sun.
Yep. And he is scheduled to come out and umpire this game, but we got Tyler Griffintrog out there doing that now, and that's line down the baseline. It's going to foul about 5 feet foul. So Cooper rips that one down the right field line, behind in the pitch there a little bit, but nothing but a long strike, and we'll do it all over again at 2-2.
No, and I used the string on that line too, Joe. So
did you? Chad, if you don't know it, does a lot of the field maintenance here at John Randall, and the straight lines look straight tonight, buddy.
Yeah, freshly mowed too. So
yes, you did. Wamry pitches the 2-2 pitch is up high. Again, Wamry goes up in the count now. Second time he's gone to a full count. Yep, we've watered the grass here at John Randall, Chad, and done a nice job. It's nice and green again.
Greened up, yeah, pretty nice.
Swung on one hopper to Kappas, takes it right at the chest, gets it over to Manock in time to retire Cooper Yagi. That was a hard hit shot there to Caden Kappas.
A hard one-hit hop to Kappas, fielded it good, threw it over there, and Cooper Yagi was sprinting down the line too, so it made it close at first.
Yeah, Cooper can move too, as we know. Here's designated hitter. Good to see him back in the lineup again. We've mentioned before on our post 53 ball games is Chris Nito. Chris takes low for ball.
So Chris Nito comes to the plate.
Kelly likes your foul line paint job too.
Yeah.
Kelly McNary watching from his daughter's home. There's a pop fly to the left field side. Going back is Timian in the foul territory, and he got turned around in that one in the sun.
In the sun, too. That's the one spot where the sun's still kind of shining.
Yep. Tough play there.
Yeah, he just got all turned around. And
so the count goes to 1-1 now.
Tough play over there.
Yeah, that was a tough play. It
ball.
wasn't very high in the air, and he had to run backwards, similar to what Twidwell did on the first base side.
Right. Twidwell caught his. And
Yep.
no sun over there on the first base side.
No. Hunter delivers that one low. It's ball 2, 2-1. Again, the B Legion game, Wahpeton won that one 5-4. Very good game, very close game.
It was a quick game too. I think it
Yep.
was only a couple hours. So that's for a B Legion game. That's normally 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
So
3 balls, 1 strike, even with the umpire issues
umpire
we had.
issue we had too. Yep.
They finished that game with 1 umpire. 3-1 pitch is low for ball 4. So the second walk issued here by Wamry, he was able to pick off Emmett Vig at first base in the first inning after he walked him. And now a runner at first base for Jared Ommel, the catcher. Jared batting .293 on the season so far for post 53. On deck for post 53 is Connor Twidwell, the first baseman.
He played a lot of first base during the high school season.
Yeah,
Flipped
Ommel
back
did.
and forth.
Yep.
Now he's catching.
And the pitch, called strike on the inside corner.
Nito one down. Nito might be thinking about taking off too. I mean, Hyman's pretty aggressive over there third base. So
That's fouled back into the net. So it's count now to Jared Ommel. It's no balls, 2 strikes.
yeah, the netting has wore on me, Joe. It's really
You're getting to like it now?
I'm getting to like it. Yeah, I didn't
Good.
right away. I didn't know if I would, and
Yep.
it's different when you go over to Breck too, and you get chain link over there. So it's it's different.
Now the pitch, the 0-2 pitch, just off the corner for a ball 1 and 2. Brian corrected me. He's in Brookings with family.
Brookings,
He's
okay.
down there, I think, with his accountant,
Yeah,
his financial advisor,
Okay.
I think.
that'd be his wife, wouldn't it?
And his wife is down there. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Emily recently had a birthday, so happy birthday to Emily.
Happy birthday, Emily.
2 and 2. Jared Ommel. There's 1 out. I don't think I'm going to read that one
Okay.
from Greg. That one's popped up and going back in center field, and still going back is Ulick. Ulick
yeah.
makes a catch at the warning track. What a shot there by Jared Ommel just in front of the 369 mark. What a drive by Jared Ommel
Yeah,
for a long out.
Ulick just kind of drifted back, played it nice, and made the catch.
So there's 2 outs now, runner at first base with Chris Nito, and that's going to bring up Connor Twidwell. So Jared Ommel gave that one a ride just in front of the 369. So there's 2 outs here in the top of the second, and Wamry goes over to first. This time getting back safely is Chris Nito. Again, good to see Chris Nito back here playing for
Yes.
Breckenridge, and hurt his knee last.
Injury in football, yeah.
Oof.
Didn't play basketball, and kind of got healthy during the high school baseball season. So
That one's called strike on the corner. He did some DHing, if I remember right,
yes,
for the high
near
school
the end
squad.
of the high school season, he did. Yes.
Yep. And now he's playing full time here for. He's still DHing here in this game.
He does play the field, though. I've seen him play the infield a little bit. So
Yep.
he does play, just doesn't DH. So
Call strike. So Twidwell batting .242 on the year. Connor had a great high school season here at the plate, struggling a little bit here in the Legion's season. Fleeflet setting up way outside, gets the call strike. Or excuse me, that's a ball. Excuse me. Fleeflet wanted
hit the mitt,
Twidwell.
but he was just setting up outside.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what caught me off guard there, bud.
Yeah, no, hit him right in the glove. He was
Yep.
set up right there. But
And that's where he wanted it. And Wamry hit the mitt right where he was supposed to. And he steps off the rubber. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base is Chris Nito. Wamry delivers. Called strike. He broke it off the edge of the
Broke it off.
table, Chad, there,
Nice
and got
pitch.
Twidwell looking.
yeah, nice pitch, breaking ball right down. Curved
Yep.
right in there. And
Yep.
Twidwell just kind of got caught looking.
The third strikeout for Hunter Wamry here in the top of the second. He has 3 total, that is. We're going to go to the bottom of the second here on Three Borders Sports Network on your Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We're still tied at 0. Back after this.
Wahpeton Drug and Gift on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. Lori Strauss and her team have over 60 years of combined pharmaceutical experience. In addition to prescription medication, you can also find all of your over-the-counter pharmaceutical needs as well. Wahpeton Drug and Gift has a huge selection of home decor, gift ideas, and always free gift wrapping. You can find something for everyone at Wahpeton Drug and Gift, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to 2.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. All right, welcome everybody back to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, joined by Chad Affield here for a couple innings, and we have now gone to the bottom of the second, and leading off for Wahpeton is going to be the first baseman, Ethan Manock. Ethan struggling at the plate a little bit here for Wahpeton, looking to get something started tonight. Take strike one from Cooper.
Breaking ball.
So it's Ethan, we know can hit the ball hard. And Manock takes up high for a ball. It's 1-1.
Yeah, the whole family was down here. They were trying to get him straightened out. He was down here for like about 2.5 hours, like a couple days ago.
Big brother Zach and his dad Mike.
Yeah.
And Mom Stacy was probably even there trying to
I think she was.
Offer some tips. 2-1 here to Ethan. Yagi delivers outside. It's 3-1. Cooper wanted that pitch a little bit, but didn't get it to come across the outside corner.
Nobody on base. He still works out of the stretch.
Yep. 3-1 pitch. Call strike at the knees. And Manock now a full count from Cooper Yagi. Cooper working fast here tonight, Chad.
Quick. Yep.
The payoff pitch. And it's a called strike on the corner. And Manock is retired looking.
Hey, quick pitching like that, that helps your defense out too, gets everybody ready.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to bring up Caden Hockert, the second baseman, batting .358 on the season. Caden's grandpa threw out the first pitch here, the ceremonial first pitch for the military.
Threw it out to him, I believe, right?
And he did, right to Caden.
Right,
looked pretty good, too.
Yeah, looked pretty good.
And they were here practicing yesterday.
They practiced yesterday, too.
We were here working on the field, and
yep.
They were here putting it on. Swing and a miss by Caden Hockert. It's 1-1. Doug has spent a little time volunteering down at John Randall this spring as well.
He cleaned up a couple weeks ago before that tournament. He did a lot of sod cutting, stuff like that.
Yep.
So
nice breaking pitch there from Cooper Yagi.
Yeah.
That was a nice pitch.
That was a good pitch.
1-2. Yeah, so Doug, we want to thank him. Everybody else that's volunteered here, too, as well. The 1-2 pitch, strike three, and caught looking was Caden Hockert. So two of them caught looking here in the bottom of the second, and Cooper records his third strikeout. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, number 4, Hunter Wamry. Now, Hunter hasn't quite had as many at-bats this year, but he is batting over 500 for the team.
Oh.
So Wamry unofficially 34 at-bats and 18 hits, 529. Takes a call strike.
Joe, there's another volunteer I'd like to thank, too. Phil McIver did a lot of help down here, too.
Oh, Phil did a lot of stuff. Yep. I know I was going to forget
some.
Yep. Phil was here with Doug. I forgot that one, Chad. Sorry about that. If Phil is here tonight,
yes.
I apologize. But anyway, you need to tell him I forgot that.
No, I will. I
knew I'd forget somebody.
I've seen him down here, and he was doing a lot of work. So.
Okay. Well, we'll give Phil a plug on the air here, so thank you, Phil. It's 2-1 now, 2 outs. Cooper Yagi delivers to Hunter Wamry. A little check swing dribbler out in front of the home plate. Yagi's got to fire it down to first, and he does. And Wamry is retired on the check swing. Little bunt out in front of home plate, even though it wasn't a bunt. But Yagi retires aside, 1-2-3. And we're going to go to the top of the third now, and we are still tied at 0 right here on Three Borders Sports Network. Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. Hinsberg's Appliance Center in downtown Wahpeton has all of your appliance needs covered. Need a window air conditioner? Hinsberg's is your place. Need a new stove, or how about a microwave? Hinsberg's is your place. Is your washer dryer on their last leg? How about a refrigerator freezer, or maybe even an under-counter dishwasher? Hinsberg's Appliance in downtown Wahpeton on Dakota Avenue can help you with all your appliance needs. Located at 315 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton. Call 701-642-6331. Hinsberg's has all your appliance needs covered. How about that, Chad? We got a new sponsor here that we got on board here, Hinsberg's Appliance Center, right here in downtown Wahpeton. We appreciate them coming on board.
That's not where you got the air conditioner from, Joe, was it?
Yes, it was.
All right. That's all right.
Yeah, no, it absolutely was. So, yeah, we've got a new sponsor. Hinsberg's agreed to come on Three Borders Sports Network. They'll be on with us through the fall for sure.
Okay, perfect.
Steve and the guys down there, very appreciative of what we do, so we appreciate them as well. We want to thank all of our sponsors. Yes. My goodness. Wahpeton Daily News. We got a Colin Roberts up now for Breckenridge Post 53. As Hunter Wamry sets to deliver, just low, it's ball outside. So 2-0 now to Colin Roberts. Swung on and missed. It's a strike, so it's 2-1.
Wamry's working pretty fast.
I was just going to say that. Wamry's working fast too, Chad. Just Cooper, the boys want to get done. Get ready for the fireworks. That one's blooped over to the right side. Manock's got to go back down the right field line. Makes the catch. Just over his shoulder, about as good as Twidwell did it.
Yep, it was in fair territory just a little bit. Drifted back and right over the shoulder. Nice catch.
So again, that first base side, Twidwell and Manock doing nice jobs over there. Both of them defensively so far here for each respective team. Is going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Jace Werner, the left fielder. Facing Hunter Wamry, swings and misses.
Once again, Joe, that line is straight. I used a straight.
Well, I know Kelly McNary appreciates the straight lines.
Yep, straight lines. He says the grass is green, too, so thank you, Kelly. Oops.
What happened there?
He stumbled out. I don't know if he stubbed his toe or he stumbled a little bit, then he just kind of hung on to it and fell off the mound, and he was kind of taking a couple seconds there to...
Okay. More frustrated at himself.
I think so.
Might have tweaked his knee there a little bit.
Something must have happened. Coach Kappas is going to come out now and just kind of take a look.
Give him a second to make sure he's physically okay here. Janine and Gary Ingber are watching in Big Stone City, South Dakota. They are Jackson Fleeflet's great aunt and uncle. Oh. Janine and Gary Ingber, thank you very much from Big Stone.
I think he's okay. Joe.
Yeah, it looks all right there.
Whoops.
Yes. That one goes a little bit high. So we mentioned Jackson's name, and then he got excited and overthrew the pitcher.
0-1 to Jace Werner.
So Jace Werner still at the plate. Jace batting .277.
It's 1-1 count.
1-1 count. There's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. And Werner is retired on the nice pitch from Wamry. So Wamry comes back after that little stumble, Chad, and did well.
Threw it right on the outside corner and strike 3. Yeah. A strike throwing machine after he got stumbled.
So that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Cam Needle. He struck out in his first at bat. 1 of 4 so far for Hunter Wamry.
4 out of 9. That's pretty good percentage.
It is.
He's working fast. He's throwing strikes.
Yep.
That's what you want to have.
And it's good to see that he's not hurting.
Yep.
One comes up high. Wamry on the season here so far has an opponent's batting average of 165. So the opponent's not hitting the ball well.
No, not making much contact off him either. No, that's pretty good average against. So.
2-1 pitch, 2 outs to Cam Nito. Swing and a miss. That one was right up at the eyes, and Cam thought that one looked pretty good. Again, we've seen Cam rip the ball pretty good here as a leadoff position. Batting .372 for Breckenridge.
Yeah, he had a good high school season, too, so he's kind of continued on in the Legion.
Wamry lets up on that one. It's 3-2.
He was the catcher for the high school team most of the
That's
year.
right. That's right. And Kevin Heidemann also coached the high school team.
Yes.
Kevin's assistant coach here tonight, Jason Byer. Good to see him back on the field there, Chad.
Yes, he's been back. I think this is the second game back.
Payoff pitch and is driven to right field. Schroeder on his horse. It's going to get over his head. It bounces to the wall.
Look at Cam Nito go.
Nito going to second base and will stand up. We have seen Cam Nito hit that spot several times before, Chad, and when we've covered him on Three Borders Sports Network over in Breckenridge, Cam can hit that gap.
He can hit the gap, and then he can run. So.
And he can run besides.
Normally it's either a double or a triple normally when it hits the gap like that. He's got some speed.
So the first hit for Breckenridge here in the top of the third, and their first runner in scoring position is Cam Nito, brings up Emmett Vig. Emmett walked in his first at bat.
And then he got picked off, I believe, right?
And then he got picked off, yep. First pitch is outside for a ball. Cam Nito now at second base on the double to right center field. Schroeder had to turn and run after that one, and it was hit well over his head.
And Schroeder's got some speed, too. So.
Yes, he does.
I was thinking he might run that down, but just a little bit out of his reach.
The traveling trophy is on the line again tonight.
Oh.
2-0. Pickoff move to second base back in time. There's a traveling trophy every year that's given out to the winner, and this year it's in Breckenridge.
Oh,
Breck run last year, I
that's
think.
right.
Yep.
They won
Yep.
last game.
Yep.
That's right, last year, yes.
In the COVID season. It's 3-0 now. And there's ball 4.
4-pitch walk. That's kind of strange for him.
I was just going to say that's uncharacteristic for him.
Yeah. He's normally around the plate.
So Hunter Wamry allows 2 runners here now in the top of the third, brings up Braden Wall, the right fielder.
One of the super seniors for Breckenridge.
Another super senior for Breckenridge, yep. There's a drive to left center, and Loosemore's got to go back, and that's going back to the wall, bounces off the base of the wall. That's going to be Nito scoring, and coming home right behind him will be Emmett Vig, and a double. 2 RBI double by Braden Wall.
Yeah, speed on the bases, too. Vig was right behind Cam Nito. They both had some speed, so
Yeah, there's no doubt there was speed on the bases for Breckenridge with a 2-run RBI double by Braden Wall to deep left center.
Yeah, off the wall. It bounced off the wall and ricocheted towards center field and kind of got by the center fielder a little bit. Torrey Ulick had to go and kind of retrieve. And
yeah, it bounced pretty hard off the base of the wall.
It ricocheted off that wall pretty hard.
So it's 2-0 now in favor of Post 53. And Cooper Yagi comes up and a fly ball out to right field. Schroeder looks like he's got it gauged and does, and retires the side here. And that will end the top of the third here for Breckenridge, but not before they score 2 runs. And on the double, brought in 2 RBIs by Braden Wall. We've got a 2-0 lead here as we go to the bottom of the third. Breckenridge Post 53 2, Post 20 0. Back after this.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Wahpeton Drug and Gift on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. Lori Strauss and her team have over 60 years of combined pharmaceutical experience. In addition to prescription medication, you can also find all of your over-the-counter pharmaceutical needs as well. Wahpeton Drug and Gift has a huge selection of home decor, gift ideas, and always free gift wrapping. You can find something for everyone at Wahpeton Drug and Gift, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to 2.
All right, we are back here at John Randall Field, Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, and I'll introduce my guests here in just a second. As coming to the plate for Wahpeton in the bottom of the third is Riley Timian, his first at bat here in the bottom of the third. And Wahpeton trailing 2-0. Well, gentlemen, we are on the air, and we appreciate you guys taking a few minutes to come up on this special night here. Cooper Yagi delivers strike 2 to Riley Timian. I'm joined now in the booth here by the head coach of the 1996 State Class A champions from Wahpeton, Wayne Grippentrog.
Thanks, Joe, for having us.
Oh, man, I'm excited to have you guys up here, and that one's just off the plate. It's 2-2. Also joining him is one of his players. And, Matt, buddy, just because you were alphabetically first, you were introduced first tonight.
Yeah.
And a swing and a miss there by Timian. And a swing and a miss there by Timian retires Riley for the first out, and that'll bring up number 9 hitter, Tori Ulick.
Yeah, we were telling Josh Kerwald that you're number 1, so you're probably first, so you make sure you know where you're going, but I guess Doc knew what he was doing. So
yeah, I told him, too. I didn't tell him he was the leadoff out there going out the gate, and there's a slap bunt down the third baseline by Tori Ulick goes foul, so we'll do it all over again with 1 strike and 1 out. So, yeah, it was a great night. You guys have been having a great time. You guys met over at the Optimus shelter here this afternoon, and I was over there for a little bit. You were kind enough to invite me, guys. It was a great time.
You know, we forgot about this on our 20th. That's sad to say. We did forget about it. So I think we actually had a Central Plains tournament going on that year, and I was sitting down here watching the game, and I said, oh, my God, it's the 20th anniversary, and we didn't do anything before.
And I feel bad about it, too. And, Matt, you're still living here in Wahpeton. You haven't left the area. You're working for Comstock Construction. Matt, just your thoughts here about the team getting together and having fun.
It was really nice. There's a lot of folks on that team that we spent a lot of time together, and I haven't seen a lot of them. You know, we had one come from all as far as Texas and Montana, so they made a trek.
So we had somebody from a long ways away coming in. Who was that then? Who
Caleb Kerwald came from Texas.
Okay, cool. Well, that was very cool. As Ulick flies out to left field here and brings up the leadoff hitter, Caden Kappas. Caden singled and stole second in his first at-bat and was stranded at second base. As Kappas and Cooper Yagi face each other for the second time. That one just about brushes back Caden Kappas. And we'll when we go in between innings, guys, we'll talk a little bit more about the team, a little bit more in depth. And as Caden Kappas fouls that one into the net, and it's 1-1. Again, it was a great time, and Wayne, I've seen you off and on, and Matt, I've seen you off and on over the past few weeks, and just preparing for this had to be just a blast, just hearing from everybody.
You know, it really was. It was a lot of fun, and finally, we had a little bit of difficulty getting commitments from everybody. But you know, this last Monday, we kind of said this is what we're doing, and this is what we're going with. So that's what we did. Turned out really good.
Ground ball to Roberts, retires Caden Kappas, and again, it's another 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the third for Cooper Yagi. So he retires a side in a row, and that'll end the third inning here with Wahpeton trailing Breckenridge 2-0. Guys, again, just talk about the team a little bit. My God, 1996. Gripper, I saw your stats there. 63 home runs. My God.
11 guys hit home runs.
Unbelievable.
At least one
did
home
Doc
run.
have any?
Doc had a couple.
Did he?
Did, yeah.
Wow, I thought you were the speedster of the team.
No, that was never the case.
I saw the program over there, Doc, and you were 190 pounds when you were a senior. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I barely cleared $170 when I was a senior.
Yeah, I think Grip made me slim down after football. So.
Anyway, 63 home runs. I think you averaged over 10.5 runs per game. Grip, what else you got there that you want to talk about? I mean, my goodness,
you said a lot of them, and I'll tell you what. Besides all the hitting accolades you mentioned here, but we had a 940 team fielding percentage.
940.
That's almost unheard of.
That is.
For Legion baseball.
Yep.
So that was. We threw strikes, and we had a couple really good pitchers, but we had other guys come fill in where we needed them. We threw strikes, we made plays.
Yeah.
Plus, we scored runs.
And you scored runs. And
it was a good combination.
So when you went out to the state tournament, Matt, who did you beat for the championship?
We played Grand Forks, and we actually had to beat them twice. We played back through the losers bracket.
So you had to come back and beat them twice. Who did you lose to in the tournament to begin with? Let me do this real quick here. Chris Nito was at the plate, take strike one. He walked in his first at bat. So who did you?
We lost to Grand Forks.
Yeah, we lost to Grand Forks.
You lost to Grand Forks and had to come back and beat him twice in the championship.
Yep.
Wow. How awesome was that? And that was out in Williston?
Out in Williston. We were out in Williston for 8 days.
Oh, my.
Our Legion guys weren't liking that bill, but when we came home with the championship, it didn't matter.
Hawkert's got to charge that one. Over to Mannock in time to retire the hustling Chris Nito. All right, Grip, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying we were out there for 8 days. The Legion members weren't really liking that.
That was a lot of money
for that. So but when you came back with the championship, they were
Oh
awesome.
yeah,
I mean,
what do you need, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's the way it went too.
Jared Arnold comes to the plate. Jared popped out to Tori Ulick in his first at bat.
No, I was going to say the first game of the championship, we were down like 12-3.
Oh my.
And I had to give Scott and Alf a little grief here. He drove out that day. He left Wahpeton at 4:00 in the morning to drive out to cover our championship game, and we're down 12-3. And he's going, "Come on, guys! I didn't drive all this way to do that." But we ended up scoring the go-ahead run in the top of the ninth because we played 9-inning games back then.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And we shut them down. And I tell you, we had Jeremy Peschel come in and pitch relief there, and they had runners on first and third, and he did the third to first move and picked the guy off and got our second out, and then he struck the next guy out to end it for us. And maybe Doc has a different feeling, but I think the championship was ours after that game because they were up big. We came back, and Mike Peschel walks up to you after the game and says, "I want the ball."
Yep.
So here you go, Mike.
Swung on and driven to center again by Arnold, and that one's going to drop in for a single in front of Ulick. So go ahead, Grip. Single by Arnold.
Yeah, we got into that championship game, and Mike got us through early on, and I think, it wasn't nothing that year for us to put up double-digit runs in an inning. But we had 2 6-run innings early in that game that really put them down, and then Tony Crescent hit a grand slam that put us up probably 14-2 or something at the time, and we were watching the video over there, and they showed the right fielder after Crescent hit that home run, and he had his hands on his head, turned his back to the infield, and they were done.
Oh yeah, Tori Ulick makes the catch there as Connor Twidwell flies out to Tori. Yeah, you had the videos going over there, Matt, and the guys were able to watch some of those games back. You had them recorded. I think one of the moms, the super moms, did a nice job recording some of that stuff, and you guys got memories forever.
Yeah, no, our parents were a big part of that. They put a lot of time in at the Diamond, and they just even today they did so much for this. It was great.
Colin Roberts at the plate now. The runner at first base is Arnold. Or excuse me, there's a courtesy runner at first base. I'm guessing that's Adam Ohm. I can't see a number from here, but it looks like him. Colin Roberts popped out to first base to Mannock in his first at bat. So the count's 1 ball, no strikes to Colin Roberts. And that one's low and in the dirt. Fleeflet's going to get it down to second. What a perfect throw by Jackson Fleeflet to retire the runner going down to second. Again, it was a courtesy runner there for Jared Arnold. I'm not sure who it is because I can't read his number. So that was a good throw down to second base there, guys. And your thoughts on that one?
That was a great throw.
So
Jackson, I've watched Jackson play a couple times this year, and he does a really good job behind the plate.
Yeah, he's good defensively behind the plate and very smart. As you guys know, Grippy, you had a catcher, Tony Crescent, that, again, he's got to have a good head, not just defensively, but he's got to have the head in the game, too.
Yeah, he was our leader. He was our leader in the field, and, he just kind of made sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do,
He had 20 home runs.
He had 20 home
My
runs.
goodness.
And that was a record at that time for Class A baseball. Again, Joe, there was only 2 divisions back then. There was Class A and Class B. And so this was Fargo Post 2. This was Grand Forks. And
it was their A squad, their top squads.
It's all the big dogs out there. And Bismarck. We played against Bismarck that year out there, and there was a big showdown between Jeremy Peschel and Tim Olson. Tim Olson made it to at least Double A, and I think he got a cup of coffee into the majors.
He might have,
out of Bismarck, and Fargo had a guy then that he ended up going on, and he was a closer for South Carolina, the Gamecocks at the time. So there was some good ball players back then, and we just had a team that could hit, and again, we could play defense.
So Gavin Schroeder steps up to the plate for Wahpeton here in the bottom of the fourth. They're trailing Breckenridge 2-0 here. Schroeder in his first at bat popped out to first. Now this one he pulls down to the third base line to Heggie. Heggie over to first base, fires it. The throw is high, but I believe Gavin Schroeder was tagged. And Schroeder is down. I don't know for sure what happened there. It looked like the tag might have come down and just caught him somewhere. Either that or he stepped on the bag wrong. I don't know. Did you guys see what happened?
I couldn't see it.
I got a pole in the way there.
Oh, you got the pole there. Sorry, bud.
But Joe, I think we played 7 games out in Williston
in 8 days.
In 8 days, and
goodness.
we went in as the number 1 seed, so we had to buy the first round. And that was that year they did a 2-year experimental where all 11 teams went to the state tournament. So it was an 11-team double elimination tournament.
So that's why it was 8 days.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was big, but we hit, we talked about the home runs. We hit 20 home runs in the 7 games out there.
Oh, man.
And Williston is not it's not a cheap field.
It isn't.
It's got its depth the way it should be. So,
yep. Gavin Schroeder comes off and jogs off under his own power. And they're looking at him in the dugout here, and that's going to bring up Isaac Loosemore, super senior for Wahpeton. And Isaac in his first at bat, though, struck out. And he likes to swing at that first pitch. And a check swing, and he takes strike, and he's upset with himself. Doc, when you played, what was some of your favorite moments as a team player with that team, that special 96 team? What do you remember about those guys?
Everybody played hard, but we spent so much time together. I mean, a lot of time.
And that's what Gripper's opening comments were. You guys spent, you play mini golf, you'd hang out at McDonald's, you'd do all that stuff together, you'd be down here till midnight.
Yeah, there's a lot of times that, we might have had to, I forget what we called them, Wayne, but an attitude adjustment or whatever we had to do a couple times after a game, and we'd stay down here, work on the field, or just pretty much hang out.
If there was a Babe Ruth game
2-2
being played, these guys would be down here waiting, and they'd tell the coaches, we'll take care of the field. And and the other thing I'll say is these guys had so much pride in John Randall Field at that time, and they wanted this field to look good.
Yeah.
And everybody in their position took care of the way it was supposed to be. But, they'd come down and tell the junior or the Babe Ruth coaches, say, we'll take care of it. And then
just let us
they're
do
down
it.
here, they're playing baseball, golf, and they're hitting home run derbies, and I don't know what else they played because I went home. But, they were here. There's many times I heard they were here with the lights are on at 12:30 at night, and so it was just something you as a coach
special.
It's something as a coach that's a once in a lifetime a group of kids.
A base hit there for Isaac Loosemore right up the middle, kind of a check swing. I'm going to protect the plate single for Isaac Loosemore, so speed on the bases again for Wahpeton brings up Jackson Fleeflet. Jackson popped out in his first at bat. Again, just a special time there, Coach, and as Jackson takes strike one. Just a special time for all these guys. Matt, you played for Wayne, and just so many memories. I just can't imagine so many memories.
For me, I don't remember a lot of the games, to be honest with you. We had so many different things that just happened that were just goofy, and and if you go talk to the guys today, that's the things they're talking about too. It's just. And I was fortunate. I got to coach this group when they were 13 too. So I coached 13-year-olds for 3 years, and they were one of the groups I got to coach. And they got lots of memories from that year also.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome stuff. It's 2-1 now to Jackson Fleeflet. Runner at first is Isaac Loosemore. There's one out. Yagi delivers, and that's fouled back toward First Street. And the kids are going to chase that one for a free freezy.
The first year Wayne coached, they didn't have enough kids for 2 Legion teams. So there was, I think, 5 of us that had to play A-Legion when we were 16 that first year. And coming from the Richland County League to play in the Class A schedule, that was a little bit of an adjustment.
And we started catcher, shortstop, second base, and center fielder as 16-year-olds that first year.
Wow.
So
Jackson Fleeflet strikes out, and that's going to bring up Ethan Mannock. Now 2 outs. Runner at first is Loosemore.
And haven't said enough, but Chris Fensky was my assistant coach that year too, and the words or whatever you get, and you got to say Fenny was deserving of that just as much as I was too.
So there, okay, Coach, I don't mean to ignore you here, but a base hit there by Manock, much needed base hit for Ethan Manock. Sends Loosemore to third, and again, what was going on there? Loosemore was attempting to steal, drew the shortstop, Emmett Vig towards second base, and that opened the hole up there, and the old hit and run worked there.
Nice.
So runners on first and third now at the corners for Wahpeton brings up Caden Hockert, the second baseman. Caden's dad, Steve, is down at first base in the box, and his grandpa threw out one of the military ceremonial first pitches. How about you, Gripper? There you got that.
I didn't warm up either. I didn't.
You wanted to check and see if Tony was wearing shin guards or something.
Well, Mike was over there playing catch with Tony, and I just said, I think I'm all right. And boy, was that a mistake, I guess.
But Tony knocked it down anyway.
Tony was mad he didn't stop it. He said, God, I should have had that one. I don't know what I was doing.
And he threw a rope down to third base, so he was all right. Yeah, Tony's quite the clown. There's a pop fly out to right field.
That's
going back
down.
over into the corner is Wall, and not going to get it. Cam Nito picks it up. One run across for Wahpeton. Here comes run number 2 with Manock in long strides. Gets home and scores, and we are tied at 2. A double to the gap by Caden Hockert brings home 2, and we're tied at 2 here in the fourth. A nice rip there, guys.
Yeah, it sure was.
So Caden Hockert ties the game here at 2.
Yeah, Joe, I don't know if you know the story how I even got to be head coach here.
No, let me introduce Hunter Womry first, and then a runner at second base is Caden Hockert with a 2 RBI double. So go ahead.
Well, I was finishing up my senior year at NDSU, and we were getting ready for the conference tournament for baseball up there, and I get a call from Bill Peschel. Mm-hmm. And he says, hey, our 2 coaches left. They're going to Jamestown. We need a coach. What do you think? I think we can get Chris Fensky to be your assistant, but what do you think? So I just, Bill, give me a day or so. Let me just think about it. And I did talk to my college coach, Mitch McLeod, and he said, what the heck do you have to lose, So, yeah, that was, I finished up the rest of that week of school ball, or, ball at NDSU, and I had a game, I think, that Sunday night or something. I didn't even get a practice with the kids before our first game, I don't think, and we had it all uniforms on right before the game, I think. So,
wow,
yeah, it was something.
As Hunter Womry strikes out there, the third out, but not again before Wahpeton scores 2 here on a double by Caden Hockert, and we're tied at 2 here as we go to the the top of the 5th. Guys, you want to hang a little bit here, or you guys got to get going? You got more family back here. I'm sure you want to share some time with some more of the players. It's up to you guys. Half an inning?
Sure, we'll go stay another half
an inning. That's fine. Chad's probably sitting out. He's outside there sweating, so. But again, I appreciate you guys coming up, again, joining us here in the booth. Wayne Grippentrog, coach of the 1996 25th anniversary team. Matt Doctor, member of that team. Were you a junior or a senior? Were you 17 or 18?
I was 18 that year.
You were at 18?
Yep.
And I'm guessing you're an outfielder.
Yeah, I played center field, left field, little first base when Michael was pitching.
Oh, you're left-handed too, aren't you? That's right.
I did a lot of DH in my last year.
Oh. The power hitter you are.
Yeah. No, and to touch on Grip's first year, I can't remember if it was 0-13 or
0-15.
0-15 before we got our first W. I think he was a little
wow. And you were 16 at that time?
Yep. Yeah. I think he was questioning his decision at that point in time.
I think I had two kids quit already, and we're 0-15. I'm going, oh boy, what am I doing?
What did I do? Huh? And then 2 years later. Wow.
We knew we had the making of a good group coming. Again, like I said, we played them all up the middle. It was all our middle guys that were coming back for 2 more years after that, and it was a building year. And we learned they had to learn to lose too. So
ground ball by Roberts, just under the glove of Timian. Kappas with a long throw, not quite in time to retire Colin Roberts. So an infield base hit there for Colin Roberts, and that's going to bring up Jace Werner, the number 9 hitter, with a runner at first base now. So the team's getting through the second time through the lineups, guys, and you're seeing some different stuff when you see the pitcher the second time.
Yep.
Making good adjustments and putting the ball in play.
So Roberts gets his lead at first, and Wamry almost threw that one away. Good stop by Manock. So the bus rides were okay, and everything was good, and everybody behaved. And yeah, you can't say that on the air, I suppose.
No, we can.
Timian picks it up. Yeah. Goes to first, and Manock covers the bag.
Yeah, we had
So good sacrifice bunt there.
We started out, I think our first road trip, saying how the season started for me my first year coaching. We used vans from the school. So we got 2 of those big vans, and we're going to Grand Forks, and we break down at Gardner. Yeah, one of the vans is done. So
oh, boy.
How many times we broke down. We ended up getting a people mover after that, and the people mover we had wasn't very good.
Cam Nito at the plate.
I know we broke down on the interstate going to Valley City one time also, and kids pulled lawn chairs out, and they're sitting in the ditch, and had to call Joe and Pat Caveney to come and get enough guys to Valley so we could start the game at least.
We touched on that earlier. They're ball 1, and now the pickoff moved back to second base. We touched on that earlier, guys. Let's see. I've just got a message from the fire department. They want some cars moved out there, so I got to pass that along. They want some cars moved out there, Chris. Yep, the fire department can't get in there. And that one's fouled out of play there. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that, Matt. Grippy, when the fire department texts you, you better.
Yeah, that's right, especially tonight.
They need to get access out there. So, again, a nice crowd here again lined up at John Randall.
Yeah, as the course of the evening's gone on, there's a lot more people showing up all the time here.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Wamry delivers the 1-1 pitch, is strike 2. Again, Cam Nito drove one out to right center in the gap and ended up on second base, and then was driven in by the double by Braden Wall. And Wamry now the 1-2 pitch. Fought off to the right field side, and Schroeder makes the catch and gets it back into the infield in a hurry. So getting the leadoff hitter there is Cam Nito, and retired on the fly ball to right. So they're making the announcement now to get the cars out of the way. And Matt, how do you feel when you come back? I know, Grip, you're back here a lot too. And Matt, when you come back and look at the field here, now the new renovations, and back in the day when you played, the old cement stands were here, no canopy, the old wooden press boxes, no net, the old steel fence. What do you think now today of the renovations here at John Randall?
No, it looks beautiful, and my mom hadn't been down here. My son played last Sunday on John Randall, and she was amazed because she hadn't been down here, and she just said, "This looks great. I cannot believe how it's changed."
Emmett Vig at the plate swings a foul ball there, and Jackson Fleeflet still the umpire catcher courtesy between the two. If one gets nicked, the other will give the other some time. As Jackson gets up and kind of walks around. And your catcher, Tony Crescent, his son is actually a catcher as well.
Yeah, he's a big boy, too.
He is a big boy. He was down here the other night playing against Wahpeton and catching. And I was talking to Tony over at your reunion party. And Tony said that I was watching your game. He said, I watched that. He said, you said he was really dinged up. And I said, yeah, he was. And he said, yeah, he was. He said he was really dinged up.
I asked him when he came in there, too. I said, you feeling a little better yet from that tournament down here? And
I watched that.
Popped up over the canopy.
I watched that first game, too, and that kid had to work hard.
Oh, my goodness. He got beaned a lot there behind the plate. Took one off the wrist. And
we did give him a little grief, though, because he's wearing a Post 400 shirt today. So, but Tony said that's probably the only thing he owns. So,
the 0-2 pitch, a little bit low. It's ball 1. 1-2 now to Emmett Vig. Again, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. We're tied at 2. Runner at second base is Colin Roberts. Oh, and it's high, and it's off the glove of Jackson Fleeflet, and scooting down to third now will be Colin Roberts.
Tyler, Wayne's son, is out umping the bases today, and there's pictures over in some of the scrapbooks. And
Isn't that something?
He was about knee high.
Yes.
Not even probably knee high.
Knee high to a grasshopper.
Yeah, he was a little dude.
High for a ball. It goes 3-2 now to Emmett Vig. Yeah, Wayne showed me one of those pictures, and it was just like, that's Tyler? Yeah, Tyler got called into emergency duty tonight as one of the umpires in the first game. Had a little heat trouble. That one's lined to left. Loosemore gets up underneath it and makes the catch to retire Emmett Vig. And so at the end of 4.5 innings of play, we're going to the bottom of the 5th. We're still tied at 2. Guys, I want to thank you. Wayne Grippentrog, thank you very much
thanks, Joe.
for all you do
Really
for Wahpeton and Wahpeton Baseball, and what you do at your business is Gripper Sports downtown. You do a lot of great stuff in town. Matt Doctor, thank you very much for joining us tonight here on Three Borders Sports Network. Thanks for all you do here, especially up here. Thank you, man.
Yep, thank you. I'd just like to point out one more thing I don't know if it's been overlooked on purpose, but Wayne was the 1996 State Class A Coach of the Year.
Awesome. How come we didn't mention that?
I don't know.
I didn't need to say that.
Dang it, that's too bad. Well, congratulations on that. That's pretty cool stuff.
Thank you.
All right, Coach of the Year from 1996, Wayne Grippentrog. Matt Doctor, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks
for having us.
All right, what a great time there. I appreciate them guys coming up and spending some time here. And what a great team that was. It was fun to hang around them guys for a while. I'm going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the bottom of the 5th. We're tied at 2 right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
I don't know which one you got there, Chad. Is it this one or that one? All right, give me a test there, Chad.
Yeah, can you hear me, Joe?
I got you, man. So Chad Affield steps back in here after Coach Grippentrog and Matt Doctor joined us. What a great chat that was there. And we are going to the bottom of the 5th here, and leading off for Wahpeton in the bottom of the 5th is Riley Timian. So good game here, Chad. It's 2-2. Both teams with 4 hits. Both pitchers doing well here.
Some clutch hitting too, Joe.
Yes.
Wahpeton especially, they came up with 2 outs like that. That was clutch by Caden Hockert.
Yep, and this time Riley Timian takes another strike from Cooper Yagi, and Cooper records another strike in the book. He's got 6 strikeouts so far.
He's pitching quick too, like you said.
He is. The game is going to go quick. I think we'll get done before it gets dark.
Yeah.
The way things are going. Unless we
tie
go
game, extras.
Yeah, tie game. Tori Ulick at the plate, swings and misses, strike 1. Tori popped out the left in his first at bat. Again, Cooper Yagi having a nice game. Allowed 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th, but held Wahpeton scoreless in the other innings. Again, Hunter Wamry had 1 inning where he allowed 2 runs, and he's held Breckenridge scoreless in the other innings.
Sometimes that's the way it works, Joe.
1-1. Swung on, pulled down the first baseline. That one bounces foul. Twidwell gets over to pick it up. So we're in the bottom of the 5th here, and we are tied at 2. 1 out, and the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tori Ulick. Yagi delivers just off the plate. Amel tries to frame that one, and didn't get the call. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss by Tori Ulick. Again, Cooper Yagi has got the number here of
7.
Wahpeton. Yeah, that's number 7, yeah. So that's going to be Caden Kappas coming up. Caden so far singled and ended up at second base, and he was retired on a ground ball. So 1 for 2 for Caden. Led off the first at bat of the game for Wahpeton with a base hit. Takes outside for a ball.
The crowd's filling in nicely, Joe.
It is very nice. Yeah, the crowd's filled in well down the first baseline. Yagi delivers. Kappa swings and a drive out to center. Going back forward is Cam Nito, and he's backpedaling and makes the catch. A nice backpedaling catch there by Cam Nito. So we got that retires the side here in the bottom of the 5th. We're going to the top of the 6th, and we are tied at 2. We'll be right back after this.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Hinsberg's Appliance Center in downtown Wahpeton has all of your appliance needs covered. Need a window air conditioner? Hinsberg's is your place. Need a new stove, or how about a microwave? Hinsberg's is your place. Is your washer dryer on their last leg? How about a refrigerator freezer, or maybe even an under-counter dishwasher? Hinsberg's Appliance in downtown Wahpeton on Dakota Avenue can help you with all your appliance needs. Located at 315 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton. Call 701-642-6331. Hinsberg's has all your appliance needs covered. Joe Schreiner, Chad Affield here, Three Borders Sports Network. We're going to the top of the sixth, Chad, and we're tied at 2.
Yeah, it's been a good game.
It has been
Back
a good
and forth. You know, Breck scored a couple, and Wap scored a couple, so it's been a good game.
So we're going to the top of the sixth here, leading off for Breckenridge is going to be, I believe, Emmett Vig, but we had a pitching change here, too, in between innings, Chad.
Yeah, Manna came to the mound, and him and Wamry switched. Wamry went over to play first base. Looks like Braden Wall, Joe.
Yep, it looks like Braden Wall is up.
Right fielder number 13, Braden Wall.
So Braden so far has struck out and doubled. He had that 2 RBI double.
2 RBI double to left center,
Yep. So Ethan Mannock takes the hill here in the top of the sixth. We're tied at 2. Beautiful night here now at John Randall. As
a little bit of a
Mannock hits
breeze
straight.
yet, but that's nothing. It's nice. It was nice standing outside for a little while, Joe. In the shade and the breeze hit you. It wasn't too bad. Heat factors maybe not as bad as it was.
I got to give a quick shout out to Reagan Grippentrog. Reagan, she makes my coffee every once in a while down at Dakota Coffee, so I appreciate Reagan
that'd be
doing
nice
what
to
she
those
does. There's a ground ball between
base
first
at
and
the
second.
center. Yeah.
So a base hit there for Braden Wall. So he's 2 for 3 on the night. So, yeah, Reagan and Rhonda watching at home in the cool air conditioning. So thanks, Reagan.
Yes.
Cooper Yaggie's going to come up now with a runner at first base.
I'm not a coffee drinker, Joe.
No?
No, never got into it.
So Ethan Mannock on the hill here for Wahpeton. Delivers to Cooper, and that's popped straight up.
again.
Looks like Kappas is going to camp underneath that one, and does. Hardly had to move there, Chad.
Pumped
He,
up straight up in the air, kind of right, yeah. Maybe one step to his left, but that was about it.
So Cooper retired on the pop fly to Caden Kappas. Is going to bring up Chris Nito, the designated hitter. So far, Chris has walked and grounded out. And usually on a weekend night when the 4th of July falls on a weekend, the crowd is slimmer a little bit. But I think we got a pretty good crowd down the first baseline tonight, Chad.
Seems like they keep coming in, too.
Yeah.
So.
One's low and in the dirt. And I'm assuming we still have the nice crowd.
yes.
Yeah, big crowd under the grandstand.
Yes.
Big crowd over on the earth berm on the third base side. It's 1-0. Hannock delivers. Swung on and driven to left center. That could be in the gap, and it is. And it'll bounce to the fence. Round in second and headed for third. Headed for third and coming home is going to be Braden Wall. And gets home easily on that double, on the RBI double by Chris Nito.
The cutoff from center fielder, the ball dribbled into the third baseman. And by that time, Braden Wall rounded third and was going home, so I don't know if there was just some miscommunication or something. It just didn't seem like a normal play.
Again, good speed by Braden Wall. And now it's 3-2 in favor of Breckenridge here in the top of the sixth. It's going to bring up Jared Ommel now. Take strike one from Ethan Mannock. 2 straight hits here, or I shouldn't, excuse me, 2 hits here in the top of the sixth. The first was a single by Braden Wall, and then the RBI double by Chris Nito. So now it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Jared Ommel, the catcher. Jared flew out to center and
he singled his last
singled
time.
in his last time, yep. Oh, Chad, you got a good memory.
short, but it's there.
Tomorrow, if I asked you, then
No.
Okay. Getting a good crowd here at John Randall. 3-2 in favor of post 53. Manock delivers, swing and a miss. And retires Jared Arnold on the swinging strikeout. So 2 outs here now as we go to Connor Twidwell, the first baseman. He struck out and popped out as well.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly's still
chatting with us.
Yeah, he's still chatting with us.
We'll be on here as long as we can, Kelly.
Yeah.
I didn't line up any other guests, but I did want to talk to Gripper and one of the players. And that one comes in a little bit off-speed pitch there from Ethan Manock for a ball. It's 2-0.
I don't know if his hat's too small. I don't know, something, Joe. His hat keeps falling off.
Yeah. So Ethan Manock, the 2-0 pitch, goes down the middle there, and Connor Twidwell watches the strike go by.
Good seat. I think this is a good seat, Joe, for the fireworks show.
We might be all right. The canopy might cut us off a little bit. We'll see.
But,
Manock delivers outside for a ball. It's 3-1,
3-1, I believe.
Yes, it is. So it's 3 balls, 1 strike here to Connor Twidwell. The first base is open. At second base is Chris Nito. Manock delivers just high for a ball, and it's a walk to Connor Twidwell.
Started a fireworks show over there in Breckenridge, way it looks.
Yeah,
Joe.
somebody's shooting some fireworks off straight away in center field here. And that's going to bring up Colin Roberts now. Colin Roberts is singled and popped out. 1 for 2. It's a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 6th as Manock delivers a strike.
Oh, they got the fire trucks in too, I see.
Yep, the fire trucks were in. They had to have some cars moved. And
got it moved the way it looks. The trucks are moving in. So
pickoff move at first base was not in time. Yep, so we're getting close. I see they're out there. Unease is out there setting up the fireworks. So it's 0-1. And now it's 1-1 to Roberts. Due up next on deck is Jace Werner. Didn't mention Chris Nito as a designated hitter playing third base. I think I've only mentioned his name once for Breckenridge. Is Jace Heggie. Is that strike 2? It's 1-2. Jace Heggie playing third base for Breckenridge. Again, he had a little bit of a shoulder injury during the high school ball.
He pitched the other night, though, Joe. So he's back on the mound, too.
Again, the pickoff move at first.
I don't know where he's going to go, Joe, if the runner's on second in front of him. But
I think they're just trying to catch him off guard there. As Manock delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the net.
Right back. I like that net, Joe. I'm telling you. A fan.
You don't hear that big clank for one thing.
No, it saves baseballs too, probably.
And it saves
that chain
baseballs.
link is tough on balls.
Yep. And it's 30 feet high versus the original 22 feet, so we've got another 8 feet there. He lets up on that one, and he gets Colin Roberts swinging on strike 3. So that retires the side, but not before Breckenridge scores 1 here in the top of the 6th. They lead 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Back right after this on Three Borders Sports Network. The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
All right. Welcome back to John Randall Field here, Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. I'm joined by Chad Affield. And the fire trucks are moving in. You can see them on the screen there. Full crowd back there. Again, a great game here at John Randall. 3-2 lead as Yagi delivers to Schroeder. Breaking pitch. Fooled Gavin. And it's ball one.
It's going too quick, though, Joe. We're gonna be waiting for the fireworks, but
We'll
that's
have
all
time.
right.
We'll have time. Gavin so far popped out the first and grounded out. There's a strike on the corner, so it's 1-1 now from Cooper Yagi.
Yeah, Yagi on the mound still, so things are going well.
Yep. Cooper's got a strong arm, swing and foul tip, and looks like Arnold took that one off the thigh. So might get a little visit. Nope, he's going to stay right there.
Well, Cooper made a decision. He's going to St. John's, play football and baseball,
He's
I
going
guess.
to play two-sport athlete.
Two-sport.
How about that? So congratulations to Cooper. It's fun watching him in basketball, too.
Yes.
There's Schroeder, grounds it up the middle to Vig. Vig's got to pick it up and scoop it over to first, and safe as it pulled Twidwell. Twidwell made a nice stop there, but just pulled him off the bag.
That was a good stretch, but yeah, just pulled him a little bit too off the base too far.
And Coach Heidemann wants to come out and chat with the umpires and just say, can we appeal that and see if there was, or what did you see, what did you see? And, yep, we're all safe. So no question there. So we're going to – Gavin Schroeder reaches on the base hit. We'll give him a base hit on that one, I think, Chad. I don't know if he would have got him on the throw or not.
No, it would have been close. It would have been a tough call.
So that's going to bring up He's going to bring up Isaac Loosemore now. Lucy's got a single and struck out once. And the pitch. Loosemore drives that one to left center. That's going to drop. It's deep, and it's Bunhopper off the fence. And a good play out in center field there by Cam Nito, and that's going to keep everybody from moving along.
Yeah, forced Chris to kind of hold up the runners.
Yep. So Lucy finally gets a hold of one here, drives it to the left center field wall. Cam Nito played it very well, Chad, off the wall and got the ball back in plenty of time.
Yep, he played it well off that wall. Sometimes you never know it's going to ricochet off that wall. And
Exactly.
He played it well, got it back in quick.
And that held up Schroeder at third with good speed, and that we're going to bring a mound visit out here by head coach Kevin Heidemann. Kevin Heidemann on the mound, and this mound visit brought to you by Wahpeton Drug right there on Dakota Avenue. Wahpeton Drug takes care of all your prescription needs, over-the-counter needs, gifts, cards, and much, much more. Stop and see Lori, Shannon, Amy Christie, and everybody else down there at Wahpeton Drug, downtown Wahpeton. And we did not switch pitchers, did we, Chad?
Nope. He's quick short
Going through
message,
that.
and he walked back off.
Okay.
Big chance for Wap now. No outs, second and third. So.
And their number 4 hitter, Jackson Fleeflet, at the plate. Jessica's listening with Reagan, too, and watching him. Jackson takes a strike, breaking pitch there from Cooper.
He's throwing strikes.
So Cooper, the 0-1 pitch. Fleeflet takes outside for a ball, and a good stop there by Jared Arnold.
First base open. Fleeflet's a pretty good hitter. Mannix been struggling. Maybe they think about pitching it carefully.
Could be. So it's a 1-1 pitch here from Cooper. Comes up high to Jackson Fleeflet. Jackson was caught looking in his last at bat for strike 3. Looking to redeem himself here with runners in scoring position at second and third. That one breaking pitch.
No, round the plate, I guess.
A little bit of, what do we call it? The quarterback chair, or what do they call it there? You know what I'm trying to say.
I do.
From the, as Fleeflet takes a ball 4 on the inside, and bases are loaded.
He's sticking with Yagi.
So, as they say, Chad, there's no room at the end.
Nope.
All right, Jessica, we're sorry to embarrass you. Infield is in on the grass. Manock takes it almost off the shoulder.
Again. Same spot, same call.
So it was the same spot, same call, as Chad said. Manock so far has singled and scored, and he struck out once. 1 ball. And that one almost hit him.
Almost.
Would have tied the game, Chad, with a tying run at third base. 2-0 now to Ethan Manock.
Nobody out.
So 2-0 the count. Hitter's pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So it's 2-1 now to Ethan Manock.
Good healthy swing that time by Manock.
Manock so far on the season with 16 RBIs coming into tonight. That's high and away, and Cooper is getting in trouble now. It's 3-1.
3-1 now. Now you gotta, now you gotta come there.
Now you got the hitter's pitch here at 3-1.
3-1.
Sitting on a fastball. See what he does. Comes in at the knees, catches Manock leaning, and it's a full count.
I thought that was ball 4, but
nobody out. Nobody out here, John Randall Field,
count.
folks. And the count is full to Ethan Manock. Bases loaded. The pitch inside, ball 4, and Yegi walks in the tying run.
Yegi keeps looking at the dugout too, just like maybe
his arm's getting sore.
Arms getting a little sore or something. I don't know.
Arnold comes out to visit. Cooper's looking over at the dugout.
He pointed over there too, but
I don't know. I couldn't see what his point was. If it was thumbs up, I'm okay, or what it is. But we are now tied at 3 there, Coach.
Nobody's making a move, so nobody's moving out there either.
Nobody's in the pen.
No.
And we're tied at 3 in the bottom of the 6th. What a great game here at John Randall Field between post 53 and post 20. Swing and a miss by Caden Hawkert. He doubled in his last at bat in the right center.
Good healthy swing.
Drove in 2. So looking to get some more RBI is Caden Hawkert. Infield stays in as strike 2 is delivered. Well, folks, if you wanted to stay home and watch this game, you're watching a great one. Hey, Mark and Renee Bassingwaite watching, tuned in. There's a strike 3 on the inside corner, so Cooper retires Hawkert on 3 pitches. Mark and Renee Bassingwaite. There's some names from the past there.
Yep. There's a bench over here, isn't there, Joe?
Yes, there is a bench out of there in remembrance of their daughter. They're watching from West Silent Lake. Wow. And Clay is even there.
Okay.
So now the first baseman, Hunter Womry, comes up with bases loaded and 1 out. The infield fly rule is in effect. Swung on and fouled away in the first street area, and Hunter will face Cooper Yegi again.
He's got the little advantage. He's down near the bottom of the order, WAP, too, so maybe he figures he can.
So it's an 0-1 pitch with 1 out, bases loaded. There's a high chopper over the head of Twidwell. It's a base hit for Womry. 1 run will score. Here comes number 2. Fleeflet's got to get down. He does. Gets under the tag. And Arnold is just tossed. Arnold is tossed as he tossed away Jackson Fleeflet. And Jackson is limping. Arnold was tossed. That was not what Coach Heidemann wanted to see from Jared Arnold.
Close play at the plate.
Yep.
And it kind of short, and it ball bounced away just a little bit, and it was called safe. And then all of a sudden he got up and just kind of two-handed shoved him back down to the ground. And
Fleeflet slid in. It was a clean slide. His feet were on the plate. Arnold, I think, just more or less did it out of frustration. When Jackson stood up, he pushed him aside. And, boy, you just don't see that out of Jared Arnold very often. I'm sure it was more frustration than anything. So that's too bad.
It's too bad, but
for post 53. But that was 2 more runs there scored on the RBI single by Hunter Womry, a high chopper just out of the reach of Connor Twidwell at first base.
Looks like we're making a pitching change, too.
Woofty.
Yeah.
Wow. So that was some excitement there, folks. And Wahpeton takes the lead now here on Three Borders Sports Network. Wahpeton takes the lead 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Chad, I'm going to take a break here. That mound visit was brought to you by Wahpeton Drug. We'll take a break here, and we'll be right back.
Wahpeton Drug and Gift on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. Lori Strauss and her team have over 60 years of combined pharmaceutical experience. In addition to prescription medication, you can also find all of your over-the-counter pharmaceutical needs as well. Wahpeton Drug and Gift has a huge selection of home decor, gift ideas, and always free gift wrapping. You can find something for everyone at Wahpeton Drug and Gift, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to 2.
Hinsberg's Appliance Center in downtown Wahpeton has all of your appliance needs covered. Need a window air conditioner? Hinsberg's is your place. Need a new stove, or how about a microwave? Hinsberg's is your place. Is your washer dryer on their last leg? How about a refrigerator freezer, or maybe even an under-counter dishwasher? Hinsberg's Appliance in downtown Wahpeton on Dakota Avenue can help you with all your appliance needs. Located at 315 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton. Call 701-642-6331. Hinswerks has all your appliance needs covered. Well, we're back here at John Randall Field. Welcome, everybody, to Three Borders Sports Network. Wahpeton just took the lead here, scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th, and they're still at the plate. At second base is I got my book flipped here. I was making the changes. Wamry's at second base, and
Manock's at third.
Manock is at third.
Only one out, too, so they're still.
I had my book flipped because we had some defensive changes here. As coming into pitch is Emmett Vig. And then going to shortstop is Cooper Yagi. And after Amold's ejection, coming into catch is Zane Mickelson, the youngster from the B-Legion squad, getting some time here in front of the big crowd at John Randall Field. So big spot here for the young catcher to come in and do the best that he can to try and stop the...
A little pressure with runners in second and third, too. He's got to stop stuff, too. Something gets by him, it's probably going to score a run. Man,
right, one out.
Speed.
Exactly.
Only one down.
Yeah, only one out with Manock at third. Wamry at second. Riley Timian at the plate has struck out twice tonight, so Riley is due for post 20. So again, we don't usually see that kind of reaction out of Jared. He's usually pretty, so we don't know if anything was said. It looked like a clean slide from Fleetfoot. I think it was just more out of frustration, buddy.
I think so, yeah. It had to be. It just rolled by him and just got up and...
All right, we'll give up speculating on that one, folks, and we'll move on. So Riley Timian at the plate now. Again, runners at second and third, and one out. Emmett Vig, that one's in the dirt, and it bounces away.
Not quite far enough.
Not quite far enough, as you said there, Chad. A wild pitch or a pass ball there, and coming home would be Manock with a good legs and good speed.
It's a tough spot for Manock, for Mickelson, though. He probably hasn't caught many of these Legion guys either, so it's a little different speed.
That one's called strike on the corner. It's 2-1 now to Riley. Yeah, you're right there. The young man comes in off the B-Legion squad and probably hasn't caught the super senior Emmett Vig before.
No.
And there's a squeeze, and it's a successful squeeze. Coming home to score is Manock, and getting thrown out on that successful squeeze play. And coming home to score was Manock. And Riley Timian gets the sacrifice squeeze.
Yeah,
nice play by Riley.
Nice small ball by Riley. Nice bunt down the line. Perfect timing on it, and scored a run.
So then Wamry moves over to third, and that is the second out.
Yep, 2 down.
As Tori Ulick comes up now. Tori, batting for the third time tonight, has struck out and popped out. So now Tori Ulick at the plate. And it's strike one to him.
2 downs though, right, Joe?
2 outs, yeah. Okay. I think the book says, or the board says 1, but I got 2 in my book. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure there was 1 before.
Yep. Ulick laces that one into the fence.
Right in the netting.
In a good crowd here. It's even getting thicker here, Chad.
They're really moving in.
They're moving in, everybody's getting ready for the fireworks tonight.
Yeah, we might not have to wait too long, Joe. It's starting to,
it's getting dark. And Mickelson is going to be close and getting back in time. Mickelson had to get out of the crouch, and the young man is, 6'3", 6'4". He needed all of that. And coming off there, thought it was going to go to the backstop was Hunter Wamry, but he got back just in time as the throw was a little high. Good stop by Mickelson. He's doing good behind the plate.
He's doing good.
Yeah. So it's 2-2. And the pitch by Ulick fouled back into the net.
Fouled off the 2-2 pitch.
Fouled off well. So Tori Ulick, the number 9 hitter, looking to try and get something going.
Yeah, there's still 1 runner out there. It'd be nice to have, get up by 4 instead of 3.
So it's 2-2. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard, Chad.
Yep.
2-2-2. And 20 is up. So
20 is the number, so yeah.
There's a little chopper, and Tori Ulick's going to beat that out. There is... Got him.
Oh.
I thought he'd beat that one out. He wants it as a hit, but he's called out at first base on the ground ball. Good play there by Cooper Yagi to retire Tori Ulick at first base.
Yeah, Ulick's got good speed, but just snipped him down there.
But Cooper has a good arm.
Cooper's got a good arm, too,
yeah,
so it was one of those bang-bang at the first base.
Exactly. Wahpeton sends 8 to the plate in this bottom of the 6th, and they score 4. We'll be right back After this, they take a 6-3 lead. We're going to the top of the 7th, right here from John Randall Field. Back after this.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. All right, we're heading to the top of the 7th here. Wahpeton comes up with 4 in the bottom of the 6th and take the lead 6-3 as Manock now facing the Breckenridge hitters is going to be number 9 hitter in the lineup, Jace Werner. Takes a strike in the corner. It's 1-1. Hi, Mick. Brent Mickelson stopping by. Good to see you, sir. Comes outside for a ball. Brent Mickelson, former assistant coach to Chris Kappas a few years ago.
Yep.
So it's 2-1 now to Werner as he takes strike 2 at the knees. Again, the cap falls off.
Yeah. And it's maybe a good sign. He's throwing strikes with that head falling off.
Exactly. So. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. I think that ricocheted off the home plate umpire.
Oh.
And fireworks are getting started, but it's not ours.
Nope. It's south side somewhere.
Yep. So it's 2-2 now to Jace Werner. Jace so far has struck out and grounded out with a nice sacrifice bunt. Swung on, and there's a little blooper over the first base side. Wamry makes the catch over on the foul side. Wamry hustling back. The big guy rumbles down the foul base, foul side, and makes the catch for the out and retires Werner.
Kind of like Twidwell and Manick earlier.
Yep.
Kind of went down the line and snatched it up.
So, Chad, it's a big out to get that first out now when you got the lead in the top of the 7th, huh?
Always the big. That first one's always the big one, yep.
And now you got the hot hitting and the hard hitting Cam Nito up.
Top of the order coming up, too. So
doubled earlier to the right center field. And Nito steps off, and good to see Jackson Fleeflet get up from the little tumble he took.
Sprinted out to the mound.
Yep. So they want to talk about what they want to do with Cam Nito. Again, I'm sure they know that he hits the ball well to right center.
Yeah, take it easy, pitch him kind of carefully.
Might have to pitch him in. We'll see where they decide to go with him.
Down 3, Brett gets a couple runners on. Cooper Yeage's in the 4th spot, I think. So.
Yeah, you're right. And swing and a miss.
Big swing.
Again, that cap comes off. It used to happen with me, Chad, and then my mom would always yell at me. Seriously.
Okay.
That one's outside. Back then,
falling off all the time now.
Yeah, back then we had fitted hats too. They weren't the adjustables. And get a decent hat, she'd say. So. And she usually sat behind home plate when I was pitching.
Maybe make you wear one of those old school ones, Joe, with the old snaps in the back.
The old snaps in the back is a swing and a miss there by Cam Nito. He's 1-2 now to Manock. I think it was when I had long hair. Then I cut my hair.
Something
and then
about
it was
the hair,
so we'll blame the hair. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Wahpeton leads 6-3 here on Border Battle 4th of July.
I think Jace Hagee has that problem with the Breck team too. His hat seems to fall off. It's just something about hair, I think. I don't.
Yeah, Jace Hagee's got a.
Yeah, he's got a little bit more hair than.
Nice head of hair.
Manock does, but.
The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Manock retires Cam Nito. And Wahpeton 1 out away.
On the last out now.
It's going to bring up Emmett Vig. Came in to pitch here. And Emmett has walked a couple of times here. And it's 2 outs now here in the top of the 7th. Call strike.
Mannix throwing strikes.
Manock delivers just outside. It's ball 1-1-1. You know, Wahpeton and Breckenridge played in the high school season. Breckenridge, Cooper Yagi, 3-0 win over Wahpeton in the high school squad, and that one's fouled back. Is it going to hit the canopy?
Yep. Yes, it did.
Hail damage. Call the insurance. Call Farmers Union Insurance. Call Kyle DeVries. All right. Breckenridge down to their last strike. It's 1-2 to Vig. Outside, 2-2. Now the deuces are wild on the scoreboard again, Chad. 2-2-2.
And if you take 2 times 2, you got number 4 batting.
How about that? Look at you go.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school? Breckenridge?
I went to Breckenridge.
And swing and a miss. Manock retires Breckenridge on a strikeout by Emmett Vig. And that is the game here. Is Chad, we saw no errors.
Nope, clean. Clean game by both teams.
Yep, and no errors by both teams. And we'll come back here for our Richland IFC postgame show coming up next. Join us right back here, and we will have our postgame show coming up shortly. So stay with us, folks.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Richland IFC works closely with their producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. Richland IFC is dedicated to working with their growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its producers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports all local sports teams.
Wahpeton Drug and Gift on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. Lori Strauss and her team have over 60 years of combined pharmaceutical experience. In addition to prescription medication, you can also find all of your over-the-counter pharmaceutical needs as well. Wahpeton Drug and Gift has a huge selection of home decor, gift ideas, and always free gift wrapping. You can find something for everyone at Wahpeton Drug and Gift, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to 2.
Richland IFC works closely with their producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. Richland IFC is dedicated to working with their growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its producers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports all local sports teams. Welcome back, everybody, to John Randall Field here on Three Borders Sports Network. We are here for a Richland IFC post-game show. Richland IFC Innovative Food Crops from the rich lands of the Midwest. Richland IFC, also our first pitch sponsor. Our first pitch was at about 8:10
or so,
Chad, and it is about 9:53, so a short game, about an hour and 40 minutes.
Clean games are like that, Joe.
Clean games are like that for sure, bud.
Fast pitching and clean, so yeah, it didn't take long.
Hey, I just got another message here from the Kappas family still out in New York. Great to hear Chad doing color again.
Yeah.
So there you go, buddy.
Thank you. No, I appreciate all the
Tim, Dana, Casey, and Kelly Kappas.
Okay. Perfect.
Some other ones.
Thank you.
I also had Matt, Missy, and Colby Beaver watching and wishing good luck to Coach Kappas, Caden, and especially Bat Boy Trayson from their lake in Brainerd. So we're the crowd all over the place, buddy.
We're all over the place. That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we've had a good crowd here tonight. And again, welcome back, everybody, to the Richland IFC postgame show. We've had some text messages here asking if we're going to do the fireworks. We will try to do. We don't know how it's going to show up here on the camera.
It depends, Joe. The ones we can see, I don't know how they show up on the camera.
But those are pretty far away, but then again, we've got the outfield lights shining in here too, and those will be off. So we'll give it a try, folks. If you want to see it, you can still shoot me a text here and let me know if you want to try and see the fireworks from Wahpeton, North Dakota. Go on. We're probably about 15 minutes away from that at least. But Chad and I will talk for a little bit here about the post game. Chad, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Breckenridge. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Wahpeton.
Yeah, it was one big inning that Wahpeton.
Yep. Wahpeton had the 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah.
Breck got the early lead, then Wap came back, scored a couple 2-2, and then Breck took a lead, and then Wap kind of, that one inning they kind of hit the ball around a little bit. And
Cam Needle with a double, and then Emmett Vig followed up with a walk, and then a big 2-run RBI double by Braden Wall gave Breckenridge the early lead at 2-0 in the top of the 3rd.
Yep, and then there was some clutch two-out hitting from Wahpeton too in the bottom of the. Was that the bottom of the 3rd, bottom of the 4th?
Yes, sir. Bottom of the 4th, Wahpeton came up and
2 outs too.
Lucy singled, and then a strikeout by Jackson Fleeflet. And then a base hit by Manock, and then coming up was Caden Hockert with a big
hit.
Big 2-out double.
Down to the gap, in the gap in left center field,
Yeah, big 2-out double, scoring 2 there, getting 2 RBI was Caden Hockert.
No, that tied it, and then Breck took the lead, and then...
Yep, they came back in the top of the 6th. Braden Wall singled, and a double there by Chris Nito drove in Braden Wall. Again, Chris Nito having a good day at the plate there for Breckenridge. And then the bottom of the 6th, then the Walls kind of came down there and the hitting came alive. Started out with Gavin Schroeder with a single, and then Isaac Loosemore doubled, and then Jackson Fleeflet walked, and bases were loaded, and then Ethan Manock come up and walked, and the first run scored. Then after that, the 2 RBI single by Hunter Walmery, a high hopper, over the tall Connor Twidwell at first base.
Yeah, and they threw it in home. It was play at the plate, close play at the plate. You know, could have went either way, and clean slide and everything. Called him safe.
Yep.
All of a sudden, Amos gets up and
wasn't too happy about it.
No, he
for
wasn't happy
whatever
about
reason.
it. And
Again, we don't know if anything
Yeah,
went on there
right.
between the boys, but it looked like a clean slide.
it looked like a clean.
His
Everything
feet were
looked clean.
down, his feet were in the plate.
You know,
and,
I don't know if anything was said, and it just looked, and all of a sudden
Again.
he got up and just boom, and the umpire, boom, gone.
Yep, right
So,
away something happened there. I think when he tossed Jackson
Right.
Fleetfoot aside, again, I think my personal feeling is I think Jared just was frustrated.
Yep, I think it was more frustration.
I do
agree.
too. Yep, I think that's what it was. Again, we don't want to put.
And he's out there right now, kind of shaking hands with everybody and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that
there he
too,
is.
So.
Oh, him and Jackson just shook
Yep.
hands. Yep, good call there, Chad.
Yep.
Yeah, that was. He came out and gave Jackson a good handshake, and they slapped each other on the back. And
No, I
well.
think it was just frustration.
yep, I think
Happens
that's
to-
all it was. And I think
Happens to us all.
Yep, absolutely. So Jared Ommel doing the right thing there and finding Jackson Fleetfoot, and just a great move there by him. So we want to tip of the cap to Jared, even though it was a tough game for him. Again, nice job of him finding
Yes,
out, seeking out Jackson
Seeking out
Fleetfoot.
Jackson, especially, yeah.
Yep. All right. That's right. We cannot play. I just got a text message from my partner here. He says we cannot do the audio because there'll be music playing and we don't own the copyrights to the music.
Got it.
So I don't think we're going to be able to do the fireworks,
Okay.
folks. That's a good call, Brian. I forgot all about that. It'll get muted and then we'll be off. So I don't think we're going to be able to do that one.
I got a text message from Kelly here.
Kelly says I should take you out for an adult beverage.
Yeah.
I probably will do that someday, Kelly. I think I'll make sure I do something here for Chad for me. So again, I don't think. My partner just sent me a text message thinking that we probably cannot do the fireworks show because of the music that is going to be playing. We don't own copyright to it, so it'll be shut off. So we apologize, folks, and it's always a great show as always. Chad, I think we'll wrap it up then on our Richland IFC post-game show.
It was a good game.
It was a
by
good
both
game.
Teams, you know, and
Fun
just
to watch.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
We anticipated a good one, and we got it with Cooper and Hunter Womrie.
Yes. No, it was back and forth. Good game.
All right, folks, that's going to be it. I think we'll be Wednesday night. We're coming to Breckenridge.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I believe.
And I believe we're over there 3 nights in a row. Yep. So we've got 3 nights coming in a row from Breckenridge, post 53.
I believe it's Barnesville Wednesday night,
I think you're
so
right.
that'd be a good battle over the Minnesota side.
All right, there you go. So we'll be in Breckenridge on Wednesday night. All right, partner, I'm going to wrap it up here. Happy Independence Day to you,
you
man.
too, Joe.
Thanks
Thank
for all
you.
the work you do up
Yep,
here.
thank
Thanks
you.
for everything you helped us with in the press
Perfect.
box.
Yep, thank you for everything too, Joe.
All right, I appreciate it. All right, for Chad Affield, I'm Joe Schreiner. Three Borders Sports Network. Your final score once again from John Randall Field. Post 20 defeats Post 53 6-3 and take home the traveling trophy this year, getting it back from Breckenridge. Good night, everybody, and thanks for watching Three Borders Sports Network.